Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell, and this is my review of The Dead Don't Die. Now this is a zombie comedy film starring Adam Driver and Bill Murray as these two police officers who have to basically deal with an impending zombie apocalypse out of nowhere in their really small town, and they just have to basically survive and figure out what's going on. There's a lot of other characters in this movie that I'm not going to really touch on. It's a very full cast. First off, the costumes and the makeup for the zombies themselves, as well as just the costumes for the general main characters of this movie, they all look really, really good. The special effects for the makeup and everything looks fantastic for the zombies because it all looks really realistic and all that jazz. Something of basically like The Walking Dead or any sort of high quality zombie flick. It looks really good. I also thought that Adam Driver, Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, they all gave really good performances with the material that they were given for this movie. I think that how they were supposed to play these roles was done just in a really well done fashion. Unfortunately, the film just didn't really work for me personally. A lot of the humor is delivered very, very straight and just kind of dry, and some of the jokes did stick and gave me some laughs and whatnot, but a lot of it was just got really annoying after a point because there's a lot of repetition with certain callbacks and jokes, and one song in particular which is dealt with a lot throughout the movie, which just bugged me by the second or third time it happened. There's also a lot of pointless characters in this film, or at least characters who are just basically in the film for the purpose of being killed. They don't really add anything to the overall plot, and there's not really a plot to be said in this movie. There's not really a goal per se for any of these main characters to really achieve. It's just this small town. For whatever reason, the supernatural force ends up happening. The earth gets off of its axis due to fracking or whatever it's called, and so somehow it ignites zombies into the world, and it's basically this small town with residents dealing with that catastrophe. It doesn't really have a plot or anything driving it forward, and so as a result, at least for like the first hour of this movie before we actually got the zombie stuff happening, it was extremely boring for me personally, just because it just didn't really seem to be doing anything. I honestly kind of felt like the plot was gonna do kind of like what Assassination Nation did last year, where they have all this build up to this really big climax and then they just cut to credits right when it starts to get exciting. Thankfully they didn't do that. They actually show us some of the zombie stuff, and even the zombies, like when they're getting killed, it's not really traditional. Like you don't see blood splatters or anything of that sort unless it's like a really fresh corpse or anything like that. If someone gets their head chopped off, you just see like dust fly up, which I guess is more realistic, but it's not really all that much fun to see, and it just kind of deflates the excitement of having zombies on screen in a movie. I will say that all the character arcs do get more or less wrapped up by the end of the film, except for one set of individuals in particular. We see them go off to do something, to find like this safe place, and then we just never see them again for the rest of the 20 minutes that's left in the movie. And it just left me wondering, are they going to show up in the last scene or something and save the day or something like that? No, they're just gone. Why are they in the movie? That all being said, there is an end twist which kind of made me almost like the movie just for the sake of that twist, because I won't spoil it obviously, but it does something really unexpected which most movies don't do, which might make the movie better for you, but it almost did for me, and then I hated most of this movie, so I'm not going to change my opinion. So guys, overall, I just really did not enjoy The Dead Don't Die. I thought this was going to be the really fun zombie apocalypse movie, and it just ended up being the most boring thing I've seen this year so far. Again, the costumes and makeup and special effects and all that, really well done. Good performances by all the actors, and for the most part, but there's just no real plot to this movie, and it's just kind of boring as a result. There's a lot of pointless characters. Like there's this group of teenagers which show up solely for the sake of getting killed later on, like 10 minutes later. It just makes no sense to me. So guys, I don't think you should go check out The Dead Don't Die, but if you have seen the movie, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments down below. Did you agree with my thoughts? Did you like the film more than I did? Let me know. What is your favorite zombie apocalypse movie in general? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, bringing people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.